Buffalo's a great place.
Is it?
Buffalo's a great place. Actually, interestingly, Buffalo has some really cool distilleries. And I wanted to share this with you because it's gin.
Gin.
And this is the Lock House Distillery in Buffalo, New York.
Sneaky, man.
It's rose petal infused. And I thought you could give that to a little special someone.
No, I
next time
can't.
you see
I
her.
can't give it
What
to
are you
her.
talking about? What are you talking about?
What are you talking
This is a
about?
great bottle. I've been saving it. Look, the seal's still on.
No, I can't, dude. So another thing that came up on the date was she can't drink gin. Can drink anything from Buffalo. So obviously she was drinking bourbon straight like a maniac.
Mm-hmm.
And
Here we go, Buffalo.
here we go, Buffalo. I had to get the old fashioned. I need that sweetness in my life. And she was like, no, bourbon neat, blah, blah, blah. So she was killing it, actually. I mean, I tasted it and I was like, that's really good bourbon.
What'd she pick?
And I was like, which fuck, I forget now. I was just like, after I tasted it, I was like, it's going to cost a lot on the credit card later.
That's gonna hit me later.
No, not a problem. But she said she can't drink gin.
What happens?
That when she drinks gin, she blacks out. And it doesn't matter what the amount is. So I wanted to get a doctor's opinion. And Dirty, you might be able to help us with this. Is there any scientific evidence that certain alcohols affect certain human beings in certain ways that are different and would, in fact, result in a blackout after one drink? And in that same night, let's say she didn't drink gin and drank like 4 straight bourbons, she'd be fine. But if she had one gin and tonic, it's like blackout city.
No. Nothing about that makes any sense.
Short answer for a
No,
long
so
question.
it's all about the proof and the concentration of the alcohol that's going to affect you. The rest is just window dressing.
This sounds like a psych issue, man. I don't know who you were with, but
I disagree because don't like certain people like get certain ways with like tequila?
You talking about south of the border? What are you talking about?
No, I just meant like, certain people they drink tequila and then or is it all in the mind? They're like, I get crazy when I drink tequila.
I think that has more to do with like the sugar content of the alcohol. So like how many residual sugars are there? So rum being a good example, tequila being a good example, like there are higher residual sugars in those alcohols.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that should people should feel more of a sugar rush with it or what it's being mixed with. Something's just like mixed with more sugary, fruitier things.
You couldn't be like have some sort of reaction to
I don't know.
juniper.
I don't think so.
I feel like,
the juniper's a good question, but I don't think so.
I think Fireball packed a punch. That stuff was nuts.
That cinnamon whiskey?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's some serious.
Did that affect you in certain ways?
I feel like
back in the day?
Back in the day, I think so.
That was before Athletico came into our life. That's before Athletic Brewing.
Thank goodness.
I feel like Fireball is like the go-to whiskey of choice on the ski slopes.
Yeah, warms you in from the inside. 100%.
I mean, when I was on everyone, like even people I didn't know, like they were like, I was like, Fireball.
It warms you up, man.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do? Randomized controlled trial. It's the only way to figure this out.
Who's going to
Let's get her over here.
The cast will fund it.
You're
going to
start
fund
paying
that
us.
stupid study before me.
We're going to fund it RCT. This is in the name of science, Mike.
Come on, Mike.
Okay, straight from the chop, Joe
You're a
Biden.
PhD. You got this.
We got to follow that. Well, you know about me and truth over facts. So let's go
I actually did have the same issue. It was with Four Loko. I would
That's a
I would
completely
get blacked
different
out.
situation.
Those were legitimately banned, though. I think there has to be something going
Those
on
are
there.
laced with amphetamines. Of course you had a problem with it.
Remember when
We need to get a taste. We need to get her over here. We'll watch it play out.
Yeah.
We'll study it.
Exactly.
We'll study it like like you'd study like a primate or something.
an N of one.
N of one. Here's
one.
what we've learned.
We've learned nothing.
You bring her over every weekend. We just we offer different drinks each
Right.
time, but she has to stay consistent each weekend.
Right.
And we count at what point is the threshold
Right.
hit.
And maybe there's alcohol
something
she
to
hasn't
it.
even tried that have the same effect. Then
Did you not see the bottle?
Then we'd have to do some like real like tests. Like what if it was the same thing for like limoncello?
Or like Midori.
You got to do like
A shot of Midori, perhaps.
You got to do like a blinded study. You say, hey, take this milk, but it's really gin.
Never saw it coming.
Milk tastes weird.
It must be old. No, it's just lactose free.
Yeah. Combine it with actual milk.
And
then it's really it's tough to tell. Half milk, half gin is tough to tell.
And then the secondary endpoint is once you figured out like if gin really does this to this individual or anybody, then you start figuring out what can I mix it with as like an antidote. So she can enjoy gin, but not go. Would she say brown, black? How far did she go? She blacked out after a G&T.
The funny thing is, she was like, "No, I still enjoy like having gin, but like I have to be at home on the couch
under a controlled setting.
I have to be in a straight jacket, bolted to my floor in the center of the room."
Jazz age living, old fashioned sipping, pizzazz ain't missing, got the fat cat.